Welcome to my running journey. Today, I'll show you what my interval training looked like. First a warm-up jog, then intervals, and finally, a cool down. At the end of the video, I'll show you all the data from Garmin Connect and my progress. I'll also share an interesting insight about heart rate and intervals, so stay tuned. Here, you can see my warm-up jog, a light 1.4 kilometers, to catch my breath and get ready for the intervals. I ran 350-meter intervals and tried to keep the pace under 340 per kilometer. Whether I managed to stick to that, you'll find out at the end of the video. Focus on this. It's my heart rate right after the first interval. Look how quickly it drops. From 160 BPM, it went down to 84 in just a minute and a half. This is exactly what I want to track today. I'll run a few intervals, and halfway through the workout, we'll take another look at it. I'm running on a flat forest trail, mainly because it's windy today and the trees offer some shelter. Plus, I just prefer nature over asphalt. Between each interval, I took a 90-second rest to recover. This helps strengthen my aerobic threshold. Simply put, I need to get my heart rate up quickly and then bring it back down just as fast. Here are the numbers after the fifth interval. You can see that my heart rate is dropping more slowly now. After 90 seconds of rest, it's at 102 BPM. I'm just finishing the 9th and 10th intervals now. The last one is an all-out effort. I'm really pushing myself to give it everything I've got. Let's take a look at my heart rate after the final interval. You can clearly see it's definitely time to wrap it up. My heart rate is dropping much more slowly now, sitting at 109 BPM after the rest. Now check out this interesting side-by-side comparison of all three heart rate measurements. The footage is slowed down to 50% so you can clearly see what's happening during the intervals. As you can see, recovery gets progressively slower. It takes the body longer to bounce back. After the 10th interval, it was clear I had nothing more to give, so I wrapped up the workout. Then came the final cool-down jog. And now it's time to review the session in Garmin Connect. This was a workout of 10 times 350 meters, and with the warm-up and cool-down included, it totaled 7.6 kilometers. I'd rate the training as tough, but on the other hand, I felt strong throughout. I managed to strike a great balance between the aerobic and anaerobic effects of the workout. And I'm also happy with the overall training load. 167 points is a relatively high number. On this screen, you can already see whether I hit the set goal. Pace under 340. Mission accomplished. I'm really pleased with that. This was one of the first interval sessions of my training block, so I wasn't quite sure how it would go. A beautiful heart rate graph, don't you think? The pace matches the heart rate perfectly. Effort, recovery, effort, recovery. It's a great visual of how the system works in action. Really satisfying to see it so clearly. So, according to Garmin, I'm in a productive state. I've gained some anaerobic training effect points, which is great. My training load is increasing, and I'd like to keep it at this level, or ideally push it a bit further, depending on how things go. And finally, here are the time predictions for different race distances. You can already see some improvement. For example, my estimated 5K time is 14 seconds faster than last time. Do you enjoy this type of video format? Will you follow along on my journey? Feel free to share your own running story in the comments. I'd love to read it. Looking forward to seeing you next time.